just came, and still their heavenly music floats o'er all the weary world. Above its sad and lonely plains, they bend on hovering wing, and ever o'er its babble sounds the blessed angels sing.
Can I be honest with you? This teacher puts up his jokes on the whiteboard as his background of his computer every single day when I have this class. Most likely odd days to be Pacific. Like seriously, I don't know how he finds this stuff on the internet, but I got to admit, they're stupidly funny. This is the third time you're late to my class. You're getting detention with me. Are you kidding me? Why do I always hear my teacher giving one of my classmates detention? Like, I just don't know. Maybe because my brain can easily detect all my five senses as being used. Seeing and hearing were both used. Now, before I introduce my new character for my series, I have a disclaimer to make. Now, if my geometry teacher, if you're watching this, please do not sue me after this episode. Why? Well, my only answer is this is half scripted, meaning it's not true in real life, and true. And remember, always stay positive. That's it. Let's move on to the episode. And there he is, my other geometry teacher, Mr. Exclamation Point. Oh, there's a lot from him. He is 6 feet and 1 inches tall, and he's even taller than ADM and many others that I know of. And I also heard from my best friend that he has a very thick American accent. I think he's from New York. Finally, he makes me nervous as hell. Like during my time beginning of my senior year, that's because this, or I should say that, is a very stern geometry teacher compared to many of my math teachers that I have during my 12 years of my school. And I just see a student got in detention from him after being late to class 3rd time in a row, and boom, landing in detention zone with him. Alright, in today's lesson, we'll be using the famous Pythagorean theorem, which applies to all right triangles. I will tell you the most important formula that's in the Pythagorean theorem, and that's a squared plus b squared equals c squared. The a and the b squares are the legs of a right triangle, whilst the c squared is called the hypotenuse. Everyone say hypotenuse. Yes, he does this every time, which is very cool and useful. when practicing new words in the math world, which is the art of learning math. The hypotenuse! Right. Next, the legs are the two shorter sides that intersect with each other that creates a 90-degree angle on the right triangle. Oh, look, Miss Question Mark's back. And I want to add is the hypotenuse is always the longest side of a right triangle. And that's how my geometry classes function. Well, how do they teach? Is hands-on learning. And this is a perfect definition of co-teaching is. A few minutes later, everyone is doing their work on a notes packet. Dayanara, the student council president wants to talk to you. Can I be honest with you? It's really funny that I get startled every time from my geometry teacher because my reactions are funny. Because he's like an alarm clock. And I woke up unexpectedly. Okay, I'm coming. Hi, Dayanara Chinchilla. Okay, now who are you? And why do you want to chat with me? Am I in trouble? The name is Sato. And no, you're not in trouble. I came by to talk to you about the good news in life. So basically, that's basically it? You're wasting my time. And why would you interrupt me on one of my favorite classes, which is geometry? Geometry class is your favorite? How dumb of you to learn the basic, boring, old, hard shapes. And Mr. Exclamation Point is the worst teacher on campus, while Ashton is the worst student in campus too. Both of them are insane, and I wish both of them are gone. Don't give me that sad look, Dayanara. Those idiots should have been gone, so that way I don't see their ugly faces in campus. You're always the positive one, and I hope this will cheer you up. I heard homecoming is coming up, and I was been thinking I wish that Ashton was here with me at school because I wasn't happy when Sato not only talked crap about my favorite teacher behind his back, but also very mean to Ashton. Thank God he came here since I have to tell him what's going on. Is everything okay, Dayanara? No, Mr. Exclamation Point. Everything is not okay. You see, Sato said horrible things to you and your class. And he says that he wants you to get fired from your job and calling you the worst teacher on campus. And I wouldn't never tell you a lie because I care about you and Miss Q since I didn't want anyone to feel hurt that someone is talking back to you behind your back. Here's Mr. Exclamation Point's thoughts and mine. Miss Q told me that Dayanara is autistic. No wonder why she was nervous. Oh, I see, Dayanara. You told me everything that I needed to know, and thank you for being honest. No! That's not what happened. I was just talking to Dayanara about her future classes. No, that's not what happened at all. It's a lie. And like I said, I would never tell a lie to you about anything that's making me uncomfortable. And I just want to go back on focusing more on geometry than talking to someone that I don't know. Dayanara, it's okay. I believe in you. Sato, you earned a one-way ticket to the principal's office for talking badly about me towards my student behind my back. Oh wow! He did send Ashton's bully to the principal's office for talking badly behind my favorite teacher's back, which is really heartbreaking. Can I be honest? Because sometimes I hear from some of the freshmen that told me that others claim that he's mean, and even my formal best friend. Yes, my formal best friend made fun of his voice, which is not okay. Dayanara, you did the right thing by talking to me about this issue. If something is bothering you, please talk to me and Miss Q about it, okay? Okay, that's good to hear. For me to know. 45 minutes later. Cool beans. Now everyone's problems are perfect on the whiteboards, and for homework is all about the Pythagorean theorem. And we have... Can we leave the classroom 3 minutes early? And by the way, class is almost over. Trying to test me. I see how it is. If you leave 3 minutes early before the bell rings, we will hold you down like small children. Thank God I had lunch right after this when I had 3rd to 4th quarter of school. But at this time, this was 1st quarter. We're talking about it. And it wasn't fun because before I had lunch, I used to have a government class. So it wasn't fun when he and Miss Q tried to lock us up like puppies or small little children, since I don't want to be late to my other class and disappoint my government teacher. Oh, I wonder what that's like, Mr. Exclamation Point. So, keep going. Moving on. So remember, we will have a concept check tomorrow. And today's homework will be on... Hey! Don't pack up your stuff yet! I have one more thing to say about... Before he can say anything else, the bell had rung. His blood was boiling, and he's about to burst into flames, like a dragon facing directly at a brave knight. And as for me, deep down, I actually feel bad for Mr. Exclamation Point Miss Q, since some of the students has said crap about them behind their backs, like Sato did. I still don't understand why some are using hate as their response. Later that night, my mind, I need to do something. I need to make a task, so that way I can complete it in May. But what would the task would be? I got an idea. Wait, I got an idea. A positively best idea. What if my task would be, I need to complete in May? My main task for this school year is to make my favorite teacher happy as much as I can before I graduated Royal High School. Even if their serious tones are involved, but still, I always knew that they have no control over my life, nor try to destroy it, by the way, by telling me not to be positive. No, they would never say that to me, Because, like I always say, I'm always positive 24/7, and their harsh tones would never affect me. Tomorrow's another positive day. Hello, Mr. Exclamation Point. I am Eva Dayanara, the CEO of Villains Corp. I see that the students have tested your patience, and you've become impatient. That's perfect. We need wrath. And it's good to be angry on our students, especially when you're a teacher. How pathetic are those students, especially Dayanara Chinchilla, who have no care in the world for a teacher like you. You'll become Mr. Negative, an evil dictatorship of a teacher who hates good and hard-working students. And if someone interrupts, you trap them with your own power. But more importantly, get rid of Dayanara Chinchilla by kidnapping her, and I will kill her. And then we will take over the Earth Kingdom and control the citizens of Colorado. We'll be forced to be negative forever. The next day at the dusk time. Huh? Welcome back, everyone, and tonight we'll be starting and taking the 1.3 to 1.5 concept check. Wait a minute! You're running a class? But Mr. Exclamation Point, it's already 10:30 at night? Oh, Dayanara, this is just a regular geometry class that you know. Hey yo, what the heck, man? You're crazy, bruh. You faker, Dayanara was right. We are supposed to have this class in the day, not the... That's on Mr. Exclamation Point. Now everyone, this is what happens. If you interrupt my lessons, you will be... Hey! Get away from my students, you crazy man! That's crazy of you to teach a class at night! We need to... I have seen them. How to make things run. Hey! Where did Dayanara went to? Hey! What did you do to Miss Q? Part of my master's negative army. Mr. Exclamation Point, looking so weird. Stop right there, Mr. Negative. I have seen enough. You got a negative vaccine for my evil book, and you have to guess by a negative part. Well, Dayanara, you found out all about my plan. Now I'm going to destroy you. Don't worry, I will stop her. No. I missed me one. No. Okay, this will our own concept check. There's something missing. The heart represents an extra part of a circle in this graph. Will be added to like radius, diameter, etc. I finally came back and finished my concept check. Impossible! I thought I would trap you there! You fool! Anything is possible with the power of positivity! No! Mr. Exclamation Point? What happened? After I was getting ready to leave the school to go to... Here you go. A positive heart for your positive self. After that, my evil clone plans failed miserably once again, and she claims that she will get me next time. And now we move on to the next day. Dayanara, can you come here for a bit? Okay. Wait a minute. Why is he smiling at me? Did I? Yes? Now, how did you feel about acing this concept check? Wait, what do you mean? And that's how I got my very first 100 concept check in this class.